It's not live.
You're giving me a heart attack.
Live.
But doesn't that right
That's fair.
require approval?
Yeah.
Like, it's
Elephant,
complicated.
elephant, elephant. This is the Dylan and Callum show, minus the C. And we are here today with Nicola.
Yep. Hi.
I don't know this kid's name.
Finn.
What's going on, mate? And Josh.
Aye.
And JB is our mixer / whatever the heck he does. And anyway, so today we got two topics mainly. We got music and
Yeah.
Trump shenanigans 2.0.
Two great topics.
Yeah.
Trump shenanigans. Fuck.
I want to see them
No
both
swearing.
together.
Mate, do not swear or I will exterminate you, you son of a...
No, this is actually like a trapdoor. So, and like, you've got a button. It's like when someone says you push and we just drop in the floor. And it's like, next.
Okay.
Alright, guys.
Okay, so we'll start with Trump because that'll take
Have
a year.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, two things like I
All
heard
the
Trump.
ticks.
Firstly,
Don't.
trying
Can I just make a suggestion as the host? If we can just keep sort of everything, I'm not meant to be rude, but if we can sort of keep run on time because we've had a couple of sessions where we've talked about one topic for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, what's our
does
time
last
looking
week,
at now?
Still 2 weeks ago count.
Okay, so everyone, it's 11:40. So I'm gonna say talk about Trump for 10 minutes, music for 10 minutes, and we'll have spare time to talk about something else.
Right, that's
Yeah.
great.
Easily.
So, Trump, two things. Firstly, tried to buy Greenland.
I heard.
Why?
Yeah, and secondly, I heard he called himself the chosen one. Don't know the exact
Oh.
details.
Where from? Where do you
I don't
hear
know.
this?
I don't know. Like, I was like, I heard it on the radio, but like, I've forgotten the
Wow.
exact details. But
Yeah.
He's the chosen one. He's gonna save him.
I don't.
Go.
I somewhat understand why he's been elected, but I still don't understand why.
yeah,
Because
the
people
Russians.
are idiots.
Yeah.
Because the Russians. Also, something I would actually like. Are we all? So what else about Trump? I mean, so he tried to buy Greenland, which I do not know why. Then he left Denmark, basically having a big grown-up tantrum that you can get your Trump Tower on Greenland, which is something that I believe he tweeted.
Oh,
So get me if I'm wrong. I think I might have seen it as a joke, but I'm pretty sure he tweeted something. Don't worry, Greenland, I'm not going to do this to you. I think it was a Trump Tower on Greenland.
Oh God.
I'm
Trump
not sure it
Tower.
was him. Please, if I'm wrong, I don't want to be wrong, but I'm just going to say it as it is.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, and he's just cracked a big hissy fit because they wouldn't
Yeah.
let him buy Greenland. But why would you want Greenland? I know there's probably oil or something
Yeah.
there. But
Yeah.
why
don't
didn't you
count
buy
me on it.
Mexico? That would solve
That's
two
all the
problems.
problems.
I got a better idea.
Don't have to build a wall.
Since
Yeah.
he's in a prisoner now, let's just buy Cardinal George Pell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that, so that's my next topic, Cardinal George Pell.
Yeah.
I watched the well, he's probably gonna not be a cardinal soon, but so I'm really getting into all the law stuff. So I've been listening to I watched the last half an hour of the Cardinal George Pell appeal, and he lost his appeal, so he's sentenced to 3 years 8 months minimum in jail.
Can I? I'm just jumping in. Hey, JB
Yep.
here. What were you saying about Pell? That he's lost his appeal.
Yeah, he's lost his appeal,
Yeah.
and he's back in jail.
What do you think about that?
I think it's a perfect decision.
Honestly,
Nothing wrong with it.
honestly, no clue.
You don't know about the
He's
situation?
abused
I
lots of little
somewhat
kids, which he's not
understand,
allowed
but
to do.
don't really.
Yeah.
I'm,
Well,
I'm similar.
You know what? Thank God we don't have Callum on here because he would have made a bunch of pedophiles.
That's what I've been
Oh,
saying.
God.
That's is a good thing because I can see.
Let's steer clear from all that kind of stuff, right? Because we are going live, and we don't want already people to pull us off because
Yeah.
not that way.
Yeah.
Take us off the radio. We want to stay here. We don't want to get people breathing
Yeah.
down our necks just because someone just wants to land a little bit of controversy. We can be controversial. We can talk about controversial things like this.
Just
But as
don't
soon as
make-
it starts
yeah.
Getting
veering
too
off,
far. Yep.
yeah, exactly.
fair enough.
Exactly.
All right.
But look, he's lost his appeal. He's done some very inappropriate things,
Yep.
and I think it's wrong. And I think the court have made the right decision.
All right.
He's probably going to appeal again, and he is allowed to do that. But
Mm.
still, he's going to lose it.
All right. Now listen, Dylan. You want to talk? We want to talk about music,
yeah.
right?
Yep, that's the next problem.
Yeah. Maybe turn me down, way down. Which one's me?
Yeah.
Which one is that's me? Wait,
I'll just go.
We're trying to fix
Yeah, that's it. That's me. Yeah, a little bit higher. Yeah. Now, Dylan.
Yeah.
Tool.
Tool, yeah.
Fear Inoculum, new song out.
Absolutely. Look, I listened to the song the first time. It's so if you guys don't know, and what the hell are you doing here?
Yep.
It's called Tool is a metal / sort of psychedelic sort of rock band
That's
in a way.
That's a good description for them. Have you guys heard of Tool?
No.
I haven't.
Nicola,
So
you haven't?
They're from the
Josh, no?
90s. They're a
No.
really good rock / alternative grunge
Prog rock
metal
band. They're hard to define. They're Tool. Like, the easiest way to define Tool is to say they're Tool.
If we didn't get copyright strike, we would have actually played them Fear Inoculum now, but we can't because then we're going to
Yeah.
copyright.
I mean, what are they
going
gonna do? Take all the monetization?
No, they're gonna-
Gonna
it'll
take
be
down.
it'll be the YouTube robots.
Yeah.
The
They'll take
robots
it-
will
they'll
just see
pull
it.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fear Inoculum. Listen to it the first time, wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah.
Listen to it the second time, I sort of liked it. Now
Yeah.
I'm hooked on it. Absolutely magnificent. It's a 10-minute song. It's
Yeah.
called Fear Inoculum.
Yep.
It's a masterpiece. And their new album, what's the new album called?
It's going to be called Fear Inoculum.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
which
it's
is
coming out at the end of the
August
month,
30th,
which
isn't it?
is good. And they recently brought all their stuff out on
Spotify, which they
because
weren't. I know they weren't there before. That's why I have it all extracted.
Exactly, and a lot of people know about them because they haven't been on
Yeah, they've
Spotify
only
or iTunes for 13 years. It's like since the beginning of time. So they've got 4,452,000 monthly listeners now. That's pretty
Yep.
good for a new band.
And
All their singles were in the top 10
the
iTunes for the month or for the week. All their albums have been in the top 10 Spotify. Like they've just
Yeah.
exploded.
But look, Fear Inoculum has this really so weird feel to it.
Yeah.
Combine Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd with 3 Days by Jane's Addiction, and you have Fear Inoculum
Oh no, this is the song I want to listen to 3 days. Cause,
by Jane's Addiction. Absolute masterpiece. My dad wants to play at his funeral. It's seriously that good of a song.
Oh, funeral song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a funeral song, but my dad wants music there.
Speak of a funeral song.
It is a great song. Just listen to it.
Do you
Oh,
know
awesome.
that in Britain, the most popular funeral song is Monty Python, Always Look on the Bright Side of Life? It's true.
That's
Like,
pretty
this is-
great.
That's
BS
awesome.
boy.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
No, my dad always tells me and my brother, at my funeral, I want that Jeff Buckley Hallelujah
Yes.
and
Yeah.
all that stuff. He's like always like, you need
Yeah,
to play this.
Everyone has their. I know it seems a bit macabre, but everyone should have a funeral.
You know what?
song.
I've worked out my funeral song now.
Have you worked it out?
Monty Python.
Oh,
Life,
you
Bright Side of Life. Always look on the bright
I thought you'd play something
side.
from South Park or something. I don't know. One of
Carl's
those
mum's
songs.
a big.
Hey. So if you haven't listened to Inoculum, you got to be A, patient, B, open-minded, and if you actually can work out the secret message behind the lyrics,
I haven't worked that out.
then you can actually apply it to your life and be free of fear. That's the whole message of the song. Because inoculum is a thing you take to not have something. So, like your vaccinations and that, you get inoculated so you don't get smallpox.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So this is fear. This is an inoculate for fear. So it's a vaccine against fear. That's what the song's about. And if you actually listen to the lyrics, it's very cryptic though. It's very hard to understand. But it's there. Now, Dylan, your dad's into music. Tell us. Tell us a little bit about how your background of music came about. And Nicola, you're into music too.
Yeah.
Mostly big long hard drives. My dad plays the iPod, and we used to have iPhone. Well, we still have iPhones, but we used to have an iPod Classic. I went to Vietnam last year, and we took it, and I was listening to U2 most of the time. It's just come from my dad, but like my mum was the complete opposite. She used to listen to Robbie Williams and all that crap, and I couldn't stand it. And I was
Wait
like,
a minute.
What is
Your
this?
mum and your dad, your dad loving them like
The
really
proper
good
stuff.
music.
Yeah, my mum's
And
the
your
complete
mum,
complete opposite.
How do they get like?
Don't ask me. Well, I believe they met because my mum was my dad's boss at ANZ back in the 80s or 90s. 90s it would have been.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, look, so yeah, I mean, it's just sort of blessed, I guess.
You're lucky.
We listen to a lot of music in the car.
Yeah.
Dad has his guitar collection, so.
And he was a roadie, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Smashing Pumpkins, Midnight Oil. Died Pretty, do you know them?
No,
I'm not sure if he was a roadie for them. He might have been. I think he did some stuff with them.
Wow.
He did some stuff with a few bands. I think there's a couple more, but I can't name off the top of my head.
Where do you get your music taste from, Nicola?
Okay, so it's
Who do you
really-
like?
What is your music
Yeah.
taste?
Oh, it's I don't even.
Come on, no, you're into music.
Yeah, I know. It's so hard to explain because I do like a range of like music, and it goes from like alternative rock to some like R&B, soul, and all that.
You love the kind of the punky stuff, don't you?
I like a
Oh,
lot
do you
of
like the
punk.
Ramones?
I haven't heard of them. I'll
You
check
need
them
to
out.
listen to them. They are one of the best punk bands of the 70s.
Well, give us some of your bands.
Panic at the Disco, Coldplay, Good Charlotte, Kings of Leon.
Kings of Leon.
Yeah.
That's not really my taste, but
I
fair
know.
enough.
No, but everyone's got different tastes.
Yeah,
I
no.
know, but not my taste.
Yeah, I
fair
know.
enough.
Fair enough. Some of Kings
Hey,
of Leon had a
Tool,
couple
Tool
of good
turn
songs.
people off, definitely. People love or hate Tool.
My dad
Yeah.
hates it.
Yeah,
Can't
I know.
stand it.
Yeah. And I hate Dave Grohl. Just want to put
Yeah,
that out there.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
like that because he's actually a good guy.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I was this story, right? Someone came on stage wearing a Kiss shirt and he gave him his guitar and started playing. And you know what he said? He just called him Kiss Guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
isn't that
I know,
sweet?
it's
Isn't that
very
sweet? Isn't that so sweet? Dave Grohl's so nice.
rolling his
He's
eyes.
so nice. Rock stars aren't supposed to be nice. I met one of my favourite singers
Oh,
accidentally at a pub, and we nearly
Wait,
got in a
who?
fight.
Wait, who?
The lead singer of the Drones, Gareth Lydiard, and he's a real character. I'll put it
Okay.
that way.
I know we're going to talk about soccer next week, but I just want to make a quick announcement.
Yeah.
According to, I coach the All Abilities team, kids who with special needs at Macedon's All Abilities team.
wicked.
And so I play for an all special needs club and I coach another one.
Wow.
So they are, do you know the Melbourne Victory goalkeeper Lawrence Thomas?
Yep.
He's supposedly going to come in 2 weeks
Wow, where?
to Timber Ridge for the kids, the special needs kids.
Fantastic.
Well, I'm still getting here an autograph for myself. Put it that way. I've never met a professional soccer player. My family, Noah, met Jared Ruffhead a few weeks ago.
Wow. Josh, what were you going to say?
I
Yep.
just want to say, take this time to make an important announcement.
Yeah.
Anyone who is listening, TC students, hasn't done the subject selection,
Yep,
you need to
very
do it now.
important.
Today is the subject selection deadline.
Good call.
That's just a
Yeah.
reminder.
Yeah, because when is the official deadline? Is
No
it at
idea.
the end of the
End of
today?
the
I
day.
keep asking. They said, "It's today." We
End of
can't tell
today.
you
It's
if it was
today after
if it was
school.
the beginning of the school or at midnight, but it's
That
today.
should be made clear.
after
That's the
school.
kind of
Yeah.
it's after school, is it?
Yeah, I think
All right.
so.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I assume so.
After school. Have you done yours, Dylan?
Yeah, well, I'm doing VCAL, so there's no VCAL subjects up there. However, I did select the only one that I could, which was Vet Course External.
Ah, right.
So,
So
yeah.
with VCAL, do you just if you choose that, do you have to pick subjects within VCAL, or
No.
do they come pre-packaged with subjects?
Pre-packaged, so there's VCAL, English, numeracy, skills,
That's
blah,
right.
blah, blah. I think there's another two, like skills development or something.
But I
Yeah.
think
And then there's vet and work experience on Wednesdays and Fridays. So I won't be at school on Friday next season, so we'll have to move Dylan and Callum maybe to another day.
maybe we can do
Uh,
Wednesdays or something.
I'm not on Wednesday either, so it's going to have to be Monday, Tuesday, or
Monday or
Thursday.
Thursday. If it's next year, hopefully we've got a radio show running every day, so
Yeah,
everyone
true.
can jump in on their segments
Yeah,
and have their
cool.
one segment a week.
Yeah,
That'd be
well, that's what
cool.
we're doing now, kind of, though, but we just have to move the day.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
So, how much time do we have left? Dylan?
You've got.
We've got lots of time.
We've got heaps of time. We can
Yeah.
squeeze and talk about soccer, but I want to keep talking about music a bit more.
All right,
I don't
do
know
that.
anything
Do that
about
for now. Then
soccer.
Yeah.
I'll talk 5 minutes
Yeah.
about soccer because I don't think everyone wants to hear it. So we'll talk
Yeah.
5 minutes soccer.
And then jump back to music.
Yeah, well, we'll do music for a bit.
Yeah,
I'll,
and then we'll jump into
I'll
soccer.
point you out when there's time.
Yeah,
block
but you're
and then-
running it, your show.
Okay, how about we just get soccer knocked out then?
All right, up
Okay.
to you.
So JB, you go for Tottenham, yeah?
I do.
I go for Liverpool.
Now, we have to include these guys in.
I don't.
So
Follow
we'll,
soccer.
let's explain it to you. So we've got in Europe there are lots of leagues, but one of the main ones is the English Premier League. So
Which
that's kind of
is-
like the English AFL of soccer
Yeah.
over there.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, but they don't have like they have like your top teams. How many?
Officially 6 top teams.
No,
in
how many
England.
in the Premier League, the whole ladder?
Oh, 20.
20 teams. And then underneath that, they've got another band of like 20
Band?
teams. Well, you know, like another group of 20 teams, I think.
Oh, the championship. No, that's 22.
below. Like Division 2.
Yeah.
So you got divisions, right?
I know. Division 2 is the championship, which has got 24, 22 teams, I think.
This is already starting to get confusing. So mainly the Premier League is English teams, the best of the English teams playing off against each other, and then there's more complicated stuff. But basically, you're Liverpool,
Yeah.
I'm Tottenham. We're kind of like, we're not arch rivals, are we?
Well, we did
Nah.
just beat you to a final last
Yeah, we're in a final together. But usually there's the London teams have rivalries. Then you got Manchester, Manchester City, and
Liverpool, like the
Yeah.
northwest of England.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah,
based
yeah.
on geographical.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
yeah.
like one thing about soccer, it's got me a lot better with English geography. Like
Mm.
Yorkshire, like Birmingham,
Yeah,
Liverpool, Manchester, London.
yeah.
Like it's got me like South Coast.
Sport is a great way to know geography.
Yeah.
And
if
it
you
is.
th-
That's probably why I don't know what you're
No, but if you follow the sport, like say for example, the simple version, like basketball in America.
Yeah.
Every city's got a team.
Yeah.
So then when you look at the map of where your teams that you like are or whatever, you start seeing, oh yeah, so they're up there, they're over there, and you get an idea of a geographical landscape
Okay.
based on the teams.
So we can say, I don't know many of the games this weekend. I know Liverpool have got Arsenal.
Apparently you guys have started pretty average,
Me?
but you guys are still winning, but you're not playing very well.
Sort of, yeah. I guess you could say that. Look, I think our midfield really needs a reboot.
Yeah.
Because Henderson just can't pass the bloody ball.
Oh, now we're getting very specific.
Yeah, Oxlade-Chamberlain can't do much. Well, he has been injured for a season.
Yeah. Have you guys played soccer?
I tried kicking a ball once.
Hey,
yeah,
Dylan,
I'm in a similar category.
you try and we're going to try and recruit these guys in one of our teams.
Alright.
So you guys pick Tottenham, all right?
No,
So can you pick Tottenham as
The
your new favourite
closest
team?
thing I've done to
I'm
this
an
is
art student. This isn't good for me.
yeah.
You know, how about we just go average? Let's just pick Sunderland instead.
Nah,
The closest-
I want Tottenham.
The closest thing I've done to this is picking random
How about-
winners on some Bitcoin betting website.
Forget
How about
subject.
Grimsby Town in League 2?
Grimsby.
I'm guessing your teams have logos, right?
Yeah, okay.
As an art student, I can pick
All right.
the logos.
Alright.
Google Liverpool and Tottenham logos, like there, and then you
Liverpool's
can choose
is
based
much
on
Yeah.
better, I warn you.
that. Nah, Tottenham's got
Tottenham's
a really
got
cool.
a chicken, but Liverpool has like a rooster, which looks
We
cool
should-
as.
Yeah.
It's red.
Yeah.
Of course,
That one?
back to Geo.
Yeah, that's Liverpool.
Okay,
What
What are you
well,
gonna say, Josh?
Of course, the
What's the other one? I don't know.
that the exception to the geography rule. It's not really exception. It sort of is AFL because of its like expansion. It's like teams are like all over the place.
Yeah, and the other thing is, well, it's a bit like Premier League, isn't that? Victoria is kind of like London. We have a lot of teams within that,
Yeah.
and then we've got those teams outside, like
Yeah.
you know, your other capitals of the
The
cities of
interstate
Australia.
team.
Yeah, like
Like-
Sydney and Brisbane, and then
quick
It's like-
question, JB.
yeah.
Who would be your favourite Tottenham player?
Oh God. See, I don't follow it closely enough to
Do you
know
like
the
Harry
players.
Kane or someone?
Kane? No. Who's the Korean? Is he Korean? or-
Son. Who
Yeah,
would be
him.
Son? My favourite's Mo Salah. Do you know him?
Nah.
The right winger who had a really good season, broke the record. Yeah, that's Tottenham.
All right. So who's it going to be?
Those shows, seriously.
I don't know the name. How do I
Alright.
pronounce it?
Tottenham.
And
Yeah,
what's
I
next?
like the logo.
What's the other one? What's the other one? Show me the other one.
It's that one and Liverpool.
That's my team.
Oh.
That one looks
They're
better.
very
I like
different.
the colours,
Yeah.
but I do like the other one.
Yeah,
It's like
after
a
Christmas.
Christmas theme to it.
But the thing
Yeah.
is, look at this. So
Yes.
Liverpool have this thing, right? Where it says "You'll never walk alone."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never walk alone.
So they sing that song.
Never walk alone.
Thousands of them, like all in the stadium, all at once. They
That'd
all
be
sing
pretty
that
cool.
song. They sing it before every match, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look,
it's
I was
pretty
just going to
crazy.
say real quick before we wrap up this soccer bit.
Yeah.
The scores. I don't know who's playing this weekend, but let's see if I can remember all 10 games and the scores.
All right. Okay.
Norwich 3-1 Newcastle.
Yep.
Aston Villa 1-2 Bournemouth. Liverpool beat Southampton 2-1.
Wow.
Man City 2-2 Tottenham. Thanks for that.
Ooh. Okay.
Um,
Draw.
Everton 1-0 Watford.
Yeah.
Picking all the promoted sides. Sheffield United 1-0 Crystal Palace.
Uh huh.
Oh no, let's go top 6. Chelsea 1-1 Leicester. Wolves. I don't know. That's as far as I
That's
can get.
pretty good that you got.
I know
thought
Timo
of
Pukki
that
scored a
many.
hat trick against.
Did Tottenham win?
You drew, but with the Man City, so that's good.
Okay. All
I
right.
don't know what
That's
any
good.
of that meant.
There's a
No.
lot.
Alright.
There's a lot of teams.
I'm gonna say so. Liverpool Arsenal this weekend. All right, let's go.
Liverpool, Arsenal. Who are we playing? Tottenham.
I don't know.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
All right. Back to music.
Yep.
Music.
All
What
right.
do you like, Josh?
Me?
Music. Just, no, this.
No,
Josh.
this Josh. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't, I don't really like listen to music that much. Like I just like really like video game soundtracks. and,
Yeah.
like,
I still do it.
Like
There's
though.
some good
electronics?
soundtracks.
oh yeah.
the Doom
like,
soundtrack's awesome.
yeah.
I reckon Callum. If Callum was here, he'd say the same.
Yeah.
Are there any Pacific
No.
Pacific? Is
Not
that the
really.
word?
Other than that, I also I used to play like Geometry Dash, and that's
Yeah.
got a lot of like good songs. So it's the new guy.
Is it like a
So-
maths game?
No,
No,
it's funny
the
though.
one
It's
that
because
jumps.
it's like you jump.
Okay.
But like every primary school kid tries to convince the teacher because it's got geometry in the name. It's a maths game and they can play it in class.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like a cool maths game. You're
It
trying to
does.
convince a
You know,
teacher.
you can still
It
get to that
does.
website.
I know, they didn't shut it down
No,
at the end.
I think they're porting it over.
They
You
were
know how
going to,
you know
but
how
they
I
didn't.
used to get on it when they were gonna drop it. My plan was to use the Internet Archive and use the Wayback Machine.
Oh no.
Do you know what that is?
No, it's
You
not.
could go back to any build of any website
Yeah.
ever.
Oh,
I
really?
think
Could've
Cool Maths
used
is
it.
staying because they're porting it over to like a different like plugin because it's Flash that's going.
Yeah.
Are we
and,
talking about a game?
A
It's a
website with
website.
games.
Adobe Flash is ending next at the end of next year.
Oh.
So it means all these Flash game websites are going to have to close down.
That's worthy of a
Yeah.
radio program topic
Yeah.
on its own. That whole thing.
Well, Mass Games is one of them, but I think they're porting it. So
Well, the problem is Flash's out of date, and HTML5 builds
Yeah.
it all in nowadays. So that's
That's
why
just like-
the HTML5 is like what every website's base is, right?
The
So it's
annoying-
the coding language for websites.
Okay.
Everything's built in that, right? Which
Okay.
is built into HTML5. So Flash is just a useless extension
yeah,
nowadays. For most
the
sites.
annoying part of it,
Well, you only need it for older sites nowadays.
yeah, the annoying part is is now that my Google Chrome every time I log in it says Flash is ending support in December 2020. Click here to disable, even though it's like still another year. I don't want to disable it until.
They're just getting ahead of the game, I guess.
You can
Yeah.
still. I actually think I have somewhere downloaded some old builds of Flash. I need it for a Windows 98 virtual machine
Yeah.
to get like
Windows
old Flash games working
Yeah.
on that.
Okay.
So I still have a very old build of it. I could probably dig it up.
Okay.
Mm.
Good job.
So it still will exist.
Good job.
It's
Yeah.
just yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Always keep files of old stuff.
So your music tastes basically range from the
Yeah.
games you played. What
Yeah.
would you recommend? Now let's try and give Josh some recommendations of our music, just to give him maybe a little bit of homework.
Maybe just to
music-wise.
start with, maybe like some Nirvana or the Beatles.
Maybe.
just to start us
Yeah,
off.
Let's ask him a few
Uh,
more. Let's
my-
try and suss him out a bit
Other
more.
music, listen to this because my mom plays a lot of music in the car, but that's like
Yeah.
like 80s songs or like songs
Yeah.
from musicals. So.
'Cause that's the big question. Where do people listen to music? I listen to it in the car on the way home to work,
I
really
like I
loud.
listen to radio.
I listen to radio now and then. I listen to when I go for walks, and when I'm doing some work, I play music, and that's basically it.
I
You know
listen
what we
to it
could
all
ask?
the time.
Hey?
I listen to music all the time. It helps me like relax and focus on things.
We could ask Josh like what taste he might be into.
Yeah.
I don't know. The point is nowadays like I listen to music so rarely. I don't even have headphones for my home PC.
If you like musical music, listen to the Rocky Horror Picture Show soundtrack.
I've listened to it.
That is an
yeah.
awesome soundtrack.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
wicked.
Do you all right? Let's do a little bit of process of elimination.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you two things.
Yeah.
And maybe you guys can think of some as well.
Yeah.
You've got to pick one out of the two.
Right.
Okay, and they can be two words. Fast, slow.
It depends on which one.
I know.
don't
Just off the top of your head.
let's go slow.
Slow. All right, slow.
Soft or heavy?
Yeah, soft or heavy.
Soft then.
Or mid.
Soft, slow.
Soft, slow. Okay, so maybe it's like some acousticy stuff.
Beautiful voice or
True.
Wait, male or female voice?
I don't know because
Don't be like we're not trying to be sexist or anything.
No. We're just
No,
trying to
some people
we're
like-
just trying to boil it down. Some people I like listening to male voices
I've
most,
no,
but
I've
Yeah.
no, I've
I
no-
don't care.
I've
There's
no
actually this band called Concrete Blonde. And she is really
oh
good.
yeah, Little
Have you
Dragon's
listened to
amazing.
Concrete Blonde?
No.
They have some good songs.
What about Hole?
Cranberry.
Hole were really good. Cranberries.
Yeah.
Malibu's one of my favorite songs
Malibu's
of
are
all
brilliant.
time.
Yeah, so they're just what's your preference? Because
I have no preference in that.
All right, so neutral. Okay,
Yeah.
Nicola, you got one? 2 words for Josh. Wait,
We've got
dark,
10
dark or
minutes.
light?
See, I'm trying to think.
Dark or light?
It's like light again, I suppose, but it
Alright.
Okay,
depends.
so is
on
that
it, so-
soft, sort of light, slow
Soft,
music?
light,
So
slow.
acousticy stuff.
I don't
I'm
know.
thinking.
Acousticy stuff.
I'd say Coldplay then.
Wait, electric or guitars? As in electronic sounds or band natural sounds, drums?
I'd prefer electronics.
Electronic. All right,
Okay, then.
now we're getting there. What about Daft Punk?
That's what I was
Daft Punk's
thinking.
great.
Daft Punk is really good stuff. I used to listen to it all the time. I still have a Random Access Memories CD at home.
Yeah, that's a really good.
A
You know what
s-
I'm thinking
Slower
for him?
electronic.
I have
Yeah.
the perfect 2 songs for him.
What?
Touch and Contact by Daft Punk.
All right, you got to write these down. This is your
which
homework.
one?
Email them
Next
to me.
next Dylan and Callum show, you got to tell us what you think of some of
Can
these
you
songs.
Email them to me.
All right, so we've got
But
2
there's no
suggestions
Callum
from
today.
Dylan.
Yeah.
I can be Callum. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about Assassin's Creed.
I just find Assassin's Creed to be so baseline.
Yeah.
JB, you're gonna piss him off, mate.
Yeah, he's gonna run in here and he's just.
I
Gonna
heard you trying to talk like me, Mr. Burns. I found it quite amusing, but I think that your intonation could be slightly improved.
Shut up, JB.
Why are you hitting yourself in the head?
Because you're actually irritating.
All right. So did you write them down?
No, you need to email at me. I'm lazy.
Me.
Okay.
What are they? The 2 songs?
Could I put
I
them on
don't
our
know.
teams for our whole podcast?
Hey, yeah, that's a good idea. You're in the teams as well, Nicola. You realise?
Huh?
I think I'll put you in the teams.
No.
The team for podcasting.
Teams? Oh.
Yeah, for a TC radio.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'll
Yep.
just check. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a couple in too.
No.
This is specific for you, Josh.
Yeah.
I reckon listen to Daft Punk. I'll give you 2 songs. What's the first one with the dog walking down the street?
Defunk. Defunk.
Defunk. All right, so
That is a
remember
good
that.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defunk. And actually, something slower.
Something about us. I like that
Oh, I've got the perfect band for you.
song. Whoa.
They're bright. They're electronic. They're kind of slow. They're kind of cool. Empire. Is it Empire of the Sun?
Oh, Empire. Yeah.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that band.
Yeah.
Have you
Empire
ever
of the Sun.
perfect
Alright.
song for Empire Sun? Country.
You need to email
Yeah?
these
Have
to me.
listen to Country by
No,
Empire of
I've
the Sun.
already
It's a
forgotten.
really slow, nice song. I reckon
Beautiful.
that'd be right up your alley.
All right,
Alright.
so check out Daft Punk and Empire of the Sun.
Alright, email them to me.
Honestly, he's got a voice like.
Alright, so most
We sound like Jack Black. You know,
most
he
of
makes
the
those-
time we most of the time we're like,
Alright,
we
people.
don't have enough time, but like we've got an excess amount of time.
We should 10 minutes.
No,
This is awesome.
we pack up now and we take the time and we can use it for another
Yeah.
session when we.
We always rush the end because we're racing off. So maybe we talk for another couple minutes and we
Yeah.
wrap it up
Okay,
and pack
well,
up.
the time is currently 12:06, so 2 more minutes.
All right, 2 more
Alright,
minutes.
so
no
what do we talk about? We could go back to our favourite subject.
Whatever you want.
We could go back.
Dylan's show.
Okay.
Shit,
Ooh,
what
this
was your?
is kind of official, you know.
We could go
Well,
back.
Callum's not here, so
JB, he's gonna punch you in the
Alright,
head next
so-
time he sees you.
Yeah, I think
can't
you're
wait for him to hear this.
Yeah. Alright, so if we're devoid of any other subject, we'll go back to our default subject, the International Space Station.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, week 10 it's happening. Now, speaking of which, I have put your, Callum, and my name down. If one of you pulls out, that's fine, but I think it's gonna be at a night. Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm in.
Cool. I'm in too. I put Callum's name. I put all 3 of our names for the podcasting bit.
I'll
we'll
put
see
my
what
name.
happens.
Can you put my name down too?
Yep.
Yeah, I need to do it. It's
Joshua's
alright.
surname
I've got Neil
Solomon.
next period. I'll talk to him.
And by the way, there is a meeting on Monday. Neil just mentioned he's going to send an email out. The actual official people coming to the school to talk about the hookup, and they're going to talk to us about
They're from NASA.
the International Space Station people are coming to the school. I think.
So they're landing.
No, not them.
They're not coming
People-
from Area 51, all right?
I don't know. Neil's got more information, but we're gonna meet and talk about how we can incorporate this show with their technology to do a hookup.
Oh, so
Yeah.
they're the radio guy.
They're the ones controlling the hookup.
They're the
Yeah.
radio guy. I'm
In charge
radio
of the
I'm on the
hookup.
road. And, you know, I'm a radio
Yeah.
guy. Call me
So-
later.
We should I've didn't know what to expect, but I've been hearing more of it, especially last time's meeting was really helpful about
It was a
so
great
if it's gonna
turn-up.
be a whole night, we can
Yeah,
set
there's
up
going to be a
and
movie. There's
Yeah.
going to have. There's going
Well,
to be
the vote
fantastic.
is currently between Apollo 13 and The Martian. I want The Martian. What do you guys think?
I mean,
The Martian's
Oh.
good.
I want
I've-
Gravity.
I've
Gravity's-
Apollo 13's good.
Martian's like
What about the
good.
dish? What about the dish?
We watched that
Hey,
during
that's a
physics
really
last
good
time.
one. That's a good one.
I reckon
Actually,
it's
yeah.
not going to have the same appeal. It's a bit more
Nah,
factual.
it'll be too dry for people
Yeah.
probably.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's
yeah.
why I'm thinking Gravity.
No.
Like Sandra Bullock and George Clooney floating out in space because the station's been smashed up. How cool's that?
Okay,
Yeah, I think if we watched that before going to the International Station, hey, we just saw a movie about the space station being blown up.
okay, guys, we are out of time.
All right.
We'll start
Yeah.
doing the outro.
Alright.
This is Dylan,
Hi, bye, Miss Nickel.
JV.
Josh.
and that is it for today. Thank you for listening. Subscribe, like, all that good YouTube stuff. Bye.
We'll see you next week.
See ya.